You were there when I woke up, and I was awake, and you weren't. The dream was ordinary, not significant, not symbolic. Just you, just present, just the way you used to be in rooms. Just talking about something unremarkable, and then the waking, and the specific weight of the waking, which is heavier than the sleeping by exactly the amount of you. I've started dreading the good dreams more than the bad ones, because the good ones always have to end. The bad ones I'm relieved to leave, but the ones where you're just there are the ones I can't defend against. I dream about you sometimes, and then I have to lose you twice. I dream about you sometimes, and the second loss is worse than the first, because the first was something I prepared for. The second arrives with no warning, at 7 in the morning, in the space between sleeping and awake, where the dream still feels like fact. I read that we dream about people when we haven't fully processed the loss, that the sleeping mind is still filing, and you keep coming up in the search. I believe it, but the believing doesn't make the waking any softer. The logic doesn't help the body when the body expected you this morning after. I've tried not going back to sleep after a dream like that, too risky. I've tried lying still and holding it before it fades, and I miss you. I've started dreading the good dreams more than the bad ones, because the good ones always have to end. The bad ones I'm relieved to leave, but the ones where you're just there are the ones I can't defend against. I dream about you sometimes, and then I have to lose you twice. I dream about you sometimes, and the second loss is worse than the first. I'm gonna try to think of it differently, the dream as a visit rather than a trick, the sleeping brain offering what it can before the waking makes it click back. And maybe that's not delusional, maybe that's just a gentler frame for something I can't control either way. So I'll take the visit and accept the second loss, and try to be glad I had the dream. Worse than the first every time, but still glad I had it, still glad I dreamed. Counting ceiling tiles, counting the hours, counting the days since you. I count the cars that pass outside. I count the breaths I take. I count the number of times I've thought of you today and lost count by mistake. Somewhere between 14 and 15, I always lose the thread and end up back where I started, counting everything in my head. I never used to count anything, used to just live inside the days. Now everything gets numbered like I'm trying to measure the distance from okay. I count everything now, so my brain has something to do. I count everything now, but I always end up counting you. You slip into every category, every number finds your name. I count the minutes between missing you, and I run out of numbers every time the same. Every time the same. I count the weeks since you left, 7, I think, or 8. I count the times I've said I'm fine, when fine wasn't the accurate state. I count the songs I've changed the station on, because the first few seconds sounded like before. I count the times I've picked up my phone and put it back down without going to your door. On your number, I mean, without going as far as your name in the list. I count the almost contacts and the deleted drafts, and the ways I've practiced existing in this. I never used to count anything, used to just live inside the days. Now everything gets numbered like I'm trying to measure the distance from okay. I count everything now, so my brain has something to do. I count everything now, but I always end up counting you. Obsessive counting is the mind looking for control in an uncontrolled space, that the numbers are just the way the brain manages what it can't quite process. We're facing, I believe it. I believe the brain is doing its best with the tools it has at 3 in the morning. I'm just gonna count a little longer and wait for sleep to arrive without warning. Always counting you, always you. 1, 2, still you. I took myself out to dinner on a Friday, sat at the table with a book and a glass of wine. Felt conspicuous for the first 5 minutes, and then the strangest thing, I felt completely fine. I ordered what I wanted with no negotiation. I stayed as long as I felt like staying. I had the whole meal without checking to see if someone next to me was okay with what I was saying. And it was such a small thing, a table for one, but I hadn't been alone with myself in so long. I'd forgotten that I was someone worth eating with, that my own company could be right where I belong. I'm starting from myself this time, building from the inside, not the outside in. I'm starting from myself this time, learning what it feels like to be my own beginning, not waiting for someone else to tell me who I am, not building myself around another person's plan. I'm starting from myself this time, and it's the most terrifying, freeing thing. I've been asking myself the questions I forgot to ask, like what do I believe and what do I want from this? Not from a relationship, not from someone else, but from the days ahead and from the life I live. Small things first, I wrote a list of things I like, 5 songs, 3 places, what I want for my mornings, and reading my own handwriting on that paper felt like a reintroduction without warning. I'm starting from myself this time, building from the inside, not the outside in. This isn't lonely, I wanna be clear. This is the first time in years I feel spacious. There's room for me in my own life right now, and I'm choosing to live in it, choosing to face it. I'll love someone again, I know that I will, but next time I'll come in whole and not as a fragment. Next time I'll know what I'm bringing to the table, because I sat there with myself and had the practice, knew myself, started from myself. Still in my camera roll, scrolling down to find something else, and there we are, still smiling, 340 photos above it, before I reach the ones of us. And it's always a small surprise, even though I know they're there. The algorithm doesn't warn you when you're about to see your own before the after, before the knowing, before the smile that didn't know the score. I've thought about archiving the folder, hiding it somewhere I can't stumble into, but hiding feels like lying, and I can't lie about what we were. The last photo of us, we didn't know it was the last photo of us. We were still laughing, we didn't know. The last Tuesday with the bad lighting and the too much food and the tired eyes will be the image the whole thing ends on. We didn't know enough to make it nice. I used to look at it a lot at first, then train myself to scroll past faster. Now I can make it all the way to May without it catching me after. But some days it finds me anyway, usually when I'm looking for something different. A receipt, a screenshot, a map, and there's your face still present. Still mid-laugh at something I can't remember. Still unaware of what comes next. Still in the last photo of us. Still my favorite one left. I've thought about archiving the folder, hiding it somewhere I can't stumble into. But hiding feels like lying, and I can't lie about what we were. The last photo of us, we didn't know it was the last photo of us. We were still laughing, we didn't know. Photos are the cruelest keepsakes, because they hold the version that didn't know. They're evidence of a specific kind of innocence. A moment before the moment becomes a before. I wouldn't delete it, I don't think I could, even if the stumbling cost me something every time. The last photo of us is still us, and I'm not ready to be only mine. We didn't know. We were still laughing. Still us. Still then. Still then. Sunday night hits different when you're by yourself. The week ahead is empty, and so is everything else. I've eaten the same dinner 3 Sundays running. I've watched the same kind of show. There's a specific Sunday ritual I've built for having nowhere particular to go. Not bad exactly, just heavy. The way the last day of the week sits on the chest with a particular gravity that Monday always tends to break. I used to have Sunday plans, or at least the shape of them, the possibility. Now Sunday is just Sunday from the morning until I fall asleep, and it becomes Monday mercifully. Sunday night sadness, it has a specific way. Sunday night sadness, tomorrow doesn't help, and tonight won't end. The week behind was manageable, the week ahead is still unknown. Sunday night sadness is the one that catches you between everything you've handled and the next thing on your own. I called a friend at 7, she was busy. I called another, she was having people around. I sat with the phone for a bit after thinking about the social physics of a Sunday night in town. Everyone seems to be somewhere on a Sunday, or at least the somewhere they belong. And I'm here with the lamp and the rain and the leftovers, trying not to let the Sunday last too long. I'm not saying this to be dramatic, I'm saying it because it's honestly true that Sunday nights were different with someone in them, and the difference started and ended with you. I used to have Sunday plans, or at least the shape of them, the possibility. Now Sunday is just Sunday from the morning until I fall asleep, and it becomes Monday. Sunday night sadness, it has a specific way. Sunday night sadness, tomorrow doesn't help, and tonight won't end. I've started making Sunday nights into something, not to cure the feeling, but to give it a container, a specific candle and a specific playlist, a ritual that says this is mine to navigate. And it helps a little, not completely, but little is the currency of this particular season. I'm learning to live inside the Sunday with the sadness as a companion, not a reason to call it anything other than a hard night that becomes a Monday, and then a week, and then somehow fine. Won't end. Still Sunday, still heavy, still mine, still Sunday. "3 a.m. Not tired, just loud. The kind of loud that lives inside the quiet, where the room is completely still, and the noise is all mine. And I've tried the water in the window, and the podcast and the playlist, and none of them are louder than the thing that lives in the silence behind my eyes. I used to fall asleep in minutes, used to barely notice the transition. Now the night is something I have to survive, 1 hour at a time, one decision. It's 3 in the morning again, and my brain won't turn off. It's 3 in the morning again, and it's always about you. Always the same thoughts in the same order, always the same ceiling and the same dark. It's 3 in the morning again, and I'm right back at the start. Always you, always 3, always back at the start. I've read about sleep hygiene, I've tried the methods and the routines, I've done the breathing and the body scan, and the visualization of peaceful scenes. And some nights it works, mostly it doesn't. Some nights the tools are smaller than the feeling, and I'm left with just the ceiling and the clock, and the very particular grief of 3 a.m. revealing everything I've managed not to think about during the hours when there's enough to do. Everything I've successfully postponed until darkness, which turns out to mostly be you. I used to fall asleep in minutes, used to barely notice the transition. Now the night is something I have to survive, 1 hour at a time, one decision. It's 3 in the morning again, and my brain won't turn off. It's 3 in the morning again, and it's always about you. I've started leaving the radio on just to have something else in the room, a voice that isn't mine, or memories of yours filling up the 3 a.m. gloom. It helps a little, not completely, but a little is what I'm working with right now. I'm not trying to fix the 3 a.m. I'm just trying to get to morning somehow. Always you, always 3 a.m. Still loud, still you. First a letter, comes up, I hover there, then scroll past. I've been doing this for months now. This daily small pretend that I'm looking for something else, that your name isn't how it ends. Every time I open up my contacts, every time my thumb goes hey, you're there before anything else. You were always there that way. I could move you to the bottom, I could alphabetize by last name now, but even that would be a decision about you, and I'm not ready for that somehow. Your name in my contacts, first one I see. Your name in my contacts, haunting me. Still the first letter, still the first name, a number I'll never call again, a name I can't let go. Your name in my contacts is the smallest way I keep you close. My friend said just delete it, said you won't even notice that it's gone, said people do it all the time, it's practical, said it doesn't mean the grief has moved on. I understood what she was saying, I understood the logic of the act, but there's something about the name being there that makes you feel less erased, less gone, less fact. And I know you exist whether it's there or not. I know the number's just a number in a phone, but your name in my contacts is the last place where you still officially belong. I could move you to the bottom, I could alphabetize by last name now, but even that would be a decision about you, and I'm not ready for that somehow. Your name in my contacts, first one I see. Your name in my contacts, haunting me. Still the first letter, still the first name. Maybe someday I'll press delete and feel nothing but fine. Maybe someday the name will just be a name and not a door I keep walking past every time. But today is not that day, and tomorrow doesn't look much different, so I'll hover and scroll past again and call it something other than resistance. First letter, still you, still there, still first. Pass someone on the street wearing what you wore, stood there for a moment like a fool. The coat was the same color, the walk was almost right, and for half a second my chest thought it was you in the afternoon light. I knew immediately, of course, the brain knew before the feet could stop, but the body had already started toward the stranger before logic could make it drop. And I stood there on the pavement, watching a stranger walk away, feeling grief for a ghost I'd made from someone who was just going about their day. I smell you in rooms you've never been in, I hear you in songs you've never heard, I find you in places you've never been, because grief doesn't follow logic, and I can't turn it off. I find you in the strangest corners of a life you're not part of. I find you everywhere and nowhere, and I can't explain it to anyone. Grief doesn't follow logic, and mine is still looking for you. I was in a coffee shop last Tuesday, and a song came through the speakers that you'd have hated, which is the thing. Even the things you hated are keepers. I thought to myself you'd roll your eyes. I thought to myself you'd say something funny. And I looked up expecting your expression, and found a room full of strangers. And the absence hit me suddenly, like the grief had been saving it for the exact right ordinary moment to arrive. And I stood there at the counter, waiting for a coffee that was just mine, feeling you in a moment you weren't in, feeling the loss and the space between the lines. I smell you in rooms you've never been in. I hear you in songs you've never heard. I find you in places you've never been, because grief doesn't follow logic. And I can't turn it off. I've read that this is normal, that the mind creates presence from pattern, that when someone is woven into your daily seeing, their absence shows up in everything that matters. So I'm trying to be patient with the finding, with the half second of the coat on the street. I'm trying to let the ghost have its moment, and then let the moment complete. Can't turn it off. Still finding you, still everywhere, still you. I used to write in the mornings before anyone was up, fill pages with the things I couldn't say out loud. I stopped somewhere around the 3rd month with you. It felt indulgent, a little too loud. I used to run on Sundays, used to call my friends more, used to read the books that nobody else had heard of. I had a whole interior world running parallel, and I let it quietly go without a word of. I don't know if it was you or just the gravity of us, the way a relationship can swallow a whole life. I only know I looked up after all that time together, and my hands had nothing in them anymore to write all the things I stopped doing when I was with you. I didn't notice losing them until they were gone. All the things I stopped doing when I was with you are the first things I'm trying to find my way back to now. The writing, the running, the reading, the calls, the small rituals I built before you had them all. All the things I started starting again. I opened a notebook this morning, it smelled like before you. Like who I was when all I had was time and no one waiting. I wrote 3 sentences and then I sat there crying, crying for the version of me I'd been vacating. It wasn't your fault, it was nobody's really. We just took up all the space and left no room for the people that we were before we found each other. Now I'm trying to remember who that person was by noon. All the things I stopped doing when I was with you, I didn't notice losing them until they were gone. All the things I stopped doing when I was with you are the first things I'm trying to find my way back to now. This is what healing looks like for me. Not grand gestures or dramatic declarations, just getting back to basics, just sitting with myself and letting it be quiet. Just picking up the pen again, just lacing up the shoes and going. Just a Sunday morning with no obligations, just slowly, slowly, slowly growing.